welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to work on programming challenge 17 in chapter 7, and this programming challenge is called search benchmarks. We create a main method, and basically this programming challenge is to compare two searching algorithms, binary search and sequential search. So I created an array, an integer array that consists of 20 numbers, and that are sorted. So we have to compare which is faster on average, either a binary search or sequential search. So we'll say private static int binary search int array int value, then what we would do is int first 0, last equal array dot length, and middle to hold the middle of the array. Then we'll say boolean found equal to false. Then we'll say counter to count how many comparisons does the algorithm makes. Then found and first is less than or equal to last, and we'll say middle of first plus last. Basically, to find the middle of the array, we add the first and the last, and we divide 2. Then we increment the counter. Then we say if array of middle is not equal to the value that we are looking for. If so, we will say found to true, and we will return the counter. Else if array of middle greater than value. If it's greater than the value, then we will say last equal middle minus 1. Else we will say first equal middle plus 1, and then return counter. Basically, we continue searching until we find the number that we are looking for, and then we create another method called sequential search array int value int counter 0 for int 0i int I 0 I less than, then counter plus plus if array of I is equal to the value that we are looking for. Then what we would do is return counter, and lastly return counter. Then what we would do is we go through all the integers in the array. We'll say array dot length. Then they said we have to pick the first 5 of the array. Also, they said we have to show which algorithm is faster on average. So we'll say binary average equals 0, double SQ average 0. Then what we would do is we will create a system out. Then we will say it took. Then we call binarySearch method, and we will pass the array and the number that we want to find, and we'll say times for a binary. What we can do is new line, and it took sequential array and array of I times for sequential search. We also have to show the number that's been searched, right? Number to be searched is array of I. You have to also add two new lines, and you have to populate these variables. Binary average plus equal to, you have to call the binarySearch method, and we pass array and array of I. Yeah, and we have to basically do the same thing for sequential. Sequential average. You have to call the sequential method, and that would be it for the method. After the for loop, we have to show and we will say binary average, say binary divided by 5 sequential average, the same thing, SQ average divided by 5. We forgot we forgot to terminate the loop if I is greater or equal to 4. The reason I said 4 is because in the array I started with 1 instead of 0. So the fourth index would be 5. Right? Because the 0 index would be 1, and it would be 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we say break. If we reach the fifth element, then we say break. So let's run the program. Let's give room. So the number to be searched is 1. It took 4 times for binary, and it took only 1 time for sequential search. Number 2, it took 3 times for binary and 2 for sequential, 4 times for binary for the third, and in the end, the sequential search is faster because it has 3.0 versus the binary search which has 3.6. So it's cool. At least in this array, the sequential search is faster than the binary search. So I think we finished all the requirements for this programming challenge 17. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.